Syrup is, he's still Little Mac. And he has one of the most absurd comeback mechanics in the game. Now, I will say this. This is a very cold, open, neutral matchup. And what I mean by that is nobody really wants to be the first ones who would shoot because they're so good at whiff punishing each other. I will say, though, Ness, of course, gets a little bit more mileage off of every single hit. You want to occupy the platforms a little bit more. And then when somebody does hit you shield, you have neutraler and you have grabs that can easily just throw away Little Mac. So when somebody gets an opening, they're going to get an opening. And you're going to see Peanut trying to push in on that.
The problem is always going to be what can Peanut do when he's in disadvantage, because that yo-yo is so terrifying. You do not get the side B back after getting hit, so one knock away, and that is all Syrup needs to take stock one less than 20 seconds in.
Oh, for sure. But guess that jab, double jump, cancel, PK Fire out of disadvantage. I love the idea. If he spaced out a little bit differently, he would be able to catch that dash into Peanut.
I mean, already we're seeing that Peanut is struggling a little bit here in neutral. It feels like this movement options by Syrup definitely give him a little bit of a benefit there, but the sliding forward still, what a way to claim stock too.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to be so cognizant of Little Mac's play switch because of his absurd ground speed. That PC F tilt is actually insane how much space he's able to cover them so quickly. So you got to really make sure your ledge options are minimalistic, not too many double jump cancels from ledge.
KO punch on deck though, but great grab by Syrup. Just recognizing that, trying to go ahead and get the yo-yo, not gonna work. PK Fire also gonna miss, and this is what Syrup wants to do now. You got that side platform, do not interact with Peanut. Let him make the first move when you've got KO punch in the back pocket.
And you see Syrup being just as patient, finally going to be knocking away that KO punch, and now that's Little Mac stuck at the ledge. That dash back to cover that roll, beautifully timed, covering Peanut and getting that air dodge back onto the stage. And, oh, not quite getting that. Tries to go for the neutraler, but really good beefy up beef with Peanut, keeping himself alive.
The forward air is going to claim Peanut's second stock, though. Syrup doing a really good job of just understanding when to be aggressive there. The top, tall ceiling saving Syrup right there, perhaps.
Goes through the backfield, which is a bit of a cheeky option that you can do at 0%. Sometimes if people jump, you can hit him with all sorts of absurd combo starters. But right now, Peanut just going to be looking for this next opening. Tries to go for the jump, and now he's going to be stuck off stage. Syrup has the right idea, but then gets a little bit caught, spinning on his foot, right? Just turning around over and over.
Peanut kind of getting zoned out there, but then the errant up B, great patience by Syrup to just wait for that and catch Peanut even when he fastballs through the platform.
What a ledge option. Jump neutraler. Oh, is that it?
On the narrow side, blast zones just barely. Syrup, great recognition of Peanut's ledge options. It feels like those hitboxes that Ness had are so difficult for Peanut to actually get up from edge, be it the yo-yo or be it the neutral or just standing there and pressuring with shield.
Absolutely. So I will admit, might have coached Syrup a little bit about this matchup beforehand, and I gotta say he's playing it beautifully. He's not going for any grounded PK fires in neutral, which is actually one of Little Mac's best ways to get a quick whiff punish opening on you because of how laggy that move is and how fast Little Mac is. And then also Syrup is also pacing these edge guards really well, not over-committing, only going out through those spoilers when Little Mac has expended that side B.
So now we can basically say that you're going to have to get a finder's fee from Peanut, from Syrup if Syrup ends up taking this one then, eh?
I actually have another microphone here. I'm just transmitting information via Bluetooth this whole time. But I gotta say, totally different opening now.
Definitely. It feels like Peanut started to slow things down. Look at that, the tomahawk from Little Mac. Typically, you don't expect to see Little Mac taken to the skies to come up with the empty grab.
Yeah, but close fast follow, you can definitely get away with that sometimes. But he doesn't have a lot of aerials that you do need to kill besides, I don't know, that side view or something. But using the multi-hits, armoring through the multi-hits thanks to neutral B.
And now stuck at edge again, and Syrup just does so well in these tech chase situations, not really selling out. The side B again intercepted with those disjoints that Syrup has, and just so difficult for Peanut to get back. The coverage from Syrup has been immaculate in these edge trap situations.
Yep. Okay, right now Syrup going to be trying to find this next opening with a double jump cancel. PK finally gets stuffed out by that up tilt. Classic use of an anti-air. And yet again, Peanut going to be stuck off stage, but that hitbox on side B so generous.
Up tilt into the up B. Good kill from Peanut, securing the stock. Only 20% extra credit, so not a ton of extra work has Syrup been able to get in this match so far. But resetting here, Syrup has full stage control, toss him off stage. And trying to get the immediate run off forward air. That's trying to exploit Peanut's bad actions off stage.
Making it back onto the ledge, gonna be getting hit with that down smash. Gotta mix up these timings, but a beautiful slip counter from Peanut there. Really good just stuff like whittling down those options. You can't get away with that against Little Mac. If he doesn't move that far out to the side, he will be able to make it back onto the stage. And now with KO Punch on deck as well, this is so dangerous. You gotta hit Little Mac. But right now, Peanut is looking for it. Use it.
Just lets it rip, though. I mean, you love to see it as Little Mac. A little bit of aggression to try to end that game, but falls out of the rapid jab. Good SDI from Syrup, just holding out and trying to commit to any options right there. Up tilt's been such a huge option for Peanut too. He's used that in neutral to just like claim space and try to prevent Syrup from jumping in. And you mentioned this before, Dar, that like you did a little bit of coaching, great patience right there too, and it seems to be paying dividends perhaps.
If you get nice and close to Little Mac off stage like that, you can just bust out a 4-liter. It can sometimes whip punish side B as well, and that Little Mac is basically as good as gone. Falling out of up air, Ness Classic, Ultimate Classic, multi-hits do not do what they want. Do not function as intended sometimes.
True. I've really been impressed by the way Syrup's been committing to shield too. And just so patient. I mean, you talk about there not being a ton of aerials here, but it looks like Peanut showing that he may not be an air fighter. He just needs to get you into disadvantage so he can land the body blow.
All he needs to do is bait that one air dodge, and that's what makes Peanut such a potent play. All it takes is a single lead, a single situation, which is like, oh, you think I'm gonna do another up tilt? You think I'm gonna, go through my guaranteed damage? Nope. I'm actually gonna go for a defensive option lead, and then think about it this way. Going from, okay, I can do another 6%, 100% of the time, or 50% of the time, dealing 30 damage in the form of, like, I don't know, angled down F smash. The risk versus reward. You have to go through that gamble, and that's what makes Peanut so scary. He does that. He does that gamble, and he hits those.
I definitely agree. This man must be a killer on the blackjack tables. It feels like in gambling situations, I not want another player to tell me where to bet than Peanut. The man just knows when to go ahead and be passive and when to go ahead and throw out those haymakers. Speaking of haymakers, though, look at that. The immediate jab, he just got clipped by the PK fire, held out so he didn't actually fall directly into it, and then started swinging again.
Yeah, that was almost the best possible sweet spot, but he was a little bit too inside. And the thing is, Little Mac, he can mash both counter and up B out of PK fire.
Agreed. And also using the armor of that neutral B too. These multi-hits, you talked about it not working particularly well, but also the counterplay on Peanut's side has been really, really good.
Yeah, he's going to be stuck off stage, gets that double jump, cancel PK fire, and that's going to be the stock. But good recognition from Syrup, right? Just making sure he's cognizant of that very last-ditch effort KO punch recovery attempt. It's the last thing that he can do to get any horizontal momentum.
And Peanut just, look, these cheeky aerials from him, it just kind of puts Syrup on notice. Yeah, you're not going to get a ton of damage out of him. You're not going to get a ton of positional advantage out of them either. Yeah. But you cannot allow your opponent to just be comfortable jumping in on you.
Now going to be stuck at the ledge yet again. Peanut going for the bold get-up attack. Ultimately through that falling back here. And now with KO punch yet again.
Oh, but there's the problem. Yeah. Trade? Okay, what a tech from Syrup.
And good stuff on Syrup, also going for like a delayed PK Thunder angle so he could get past the down smash.
Great recognition right there. And again, just the empty short hop there, but Peanut this time very unable to land that blow as Syrup commits to the shield. Gets the back throw, tossing Syrup off stage. Are we going to try to get challenged? No. Peanut's been really respecting that. Instead, you react to the ledge get up, run in with that sliding forward tilt and get kill.
Yeah, he's covering so much stuff, but Syrup able to jump on it and get that back, and now all of a sudden, he's completely lapped Peanut in a stock.
This has been so impressive here. Just the change in tempo between match 1 and 2 has been so good. The down there, though. What a
flash down it.
Oh my God, what a situation from Syrup. The presence of mind to understand what Peanut's defensive options have been. Baiting it out with the up air, perhaps, giving him the flash, and then say, hey, I think we can go ahead and move the beds.
Yep. It feels so good to hit. Nesses will press that PK flash 10 times, never get it. They'll press it 20 times and never get it. But the one time that you do, all that labbing experience is coming into play. PK flash, stupidly safe on hit, non-existent end lag, just lets you the combo away. And, hey, PK flash downer is the coolest thing that you can hit as Ness.
It might be telegraphed, but I mean, in situations like that, when you get the clip, it all pays off, doesn't it?
That's all about the clip, baby. And now Peanut yet again going to be off stage. I love the non-committal ledge trapping, right? Trying to go through that F-tilt. You whiffed it, that's okay. Syrup still continues pressure.
Down tilt into the forward tilt. Now a little bit of a ledge trap situation on Peanut's end, but look at the respect he gives. He just has to back off, and when he does that, Syrup gets the ability to jump directly to that platform. We've seen Peanut counterpick the stage a lot. Peanut really likes getting underneath that platform, but he's not even going to get the chance to get back to center stage. The pressure from Syrup at edge, it feels like he's been guessing correct and reading correctly every single time.
So maybe he tries to call out an air dodge yet again, but you see Syrup is never going for air dodges when he gets put into like that awkward slight juggle. He's always going for like double jump cancel, magnets, jumping away, and Peanut doesn't have an immediate option to cover that.
That's a really good point, Dar, because typically you think that this character's air dodge, one of the best in the game, but not actually going to rely on it as Syrup. This time the yo-yo not going to send Peanut off stage, but instead back to center stage, but the dash attack. not gonna actually able to finish that stock, but instead Peanut, just a missed tech, and then he's immediately there. The dash speed of Little Mac, I mean, second to the game, I believe, just behind Sonic.
Oh, yeah. Okay, trying to find that neutral right now. Syrup is just moving around Peanut a little tiny bit. He's playing really safe, and you have to against KO Punch. He's pressing a lot of double jump neutralities out of disadvantage because he doesn't want to get his air dodge red. He doesn't want to get hit by like down tilt KO Punch.
In this spot, I mean, this is exactly what I think you have to do with Syrup. The second that Syrup tries to go in, though, Peanut is ready. It's like, yes, Peanut has the percent disadvantage. Peanut should have to approach. Instead, Syrup got a little bit antsy, decided to try to take advantage of Peanut corner himself. Instead, lost a stock for it.
Phenomenal coverage. He sat there, waited out the goal, and he was able to punish him really well, too. And sometimes you can't mash out that up B out of PK Fire. You need to check. You need to have the patience to be like, is Ness close enough? Then I can hit it.
Have to recognize the spacing. Great point, Dara. Forward tilt there on the platform, unable to go ahead and get the kill, not nearly early enough. Instead, look at the combo here. There's tons of damage from Syrup. Could use the neutral B to armor through any option.
Right, but now how is he going to land safely? He lands onto the platform, up tilt, up B, that is going to be able to do it. Peanut staying alive, staying in this game, going to be taking this to a game 4.
Kill confirms are Peanut's specialty. It feels like he understands what the percentages are. He can add in the rage in his head because I've never seen him miss on that up tilt up B when he knows the stock is going to be lost.
And the tragedy is if it's actually not going to kill at that point, it's oftentimes also like unsafe on hit.
Agreed,
right?
yeah.
Because of how long it takes for him to fall back down. Oh my god, what a lengthy move. So I do believe it is 2-1 right now in Syrup's favor, not 2-2. But either way, I feel like something that Peanut did really, really well. He was able to call out a lot of defensive options for Syrup. He was able to ledge trap him really well. And when you do connect KO Punch, you're no longer taking stocks at 80, you're taking them at 30.
I know that it feels like Syrup had the perfect game plan that entire time, but the problem really was that he got antsy once, died at 30, and then Peanut was able to play defensively. And Mac, when he doesn't have to run in, he's a pretty solid character.
Okay, but now going to be offstage. Good coverage from Syrup. Peanut tried to go for a high recovery, and honestly, he still got his double jump back because he landed. He still got a side B. So even if he took damage, it was a good decision.
He just has to pay the tax. That's all it is. It's, if you have a bad recovery or a linear recovery, it's like, okay, you can get 1 or 2 hits in, but I'm still coming back. I need that stock, please.
And good recognition from Syrup, not to yo-yo. The hitbox would have ended up choking him.
Missed tech into the immediate dash grab, so great spot dodge from Peanut. Now how does he get back down? The platform coming in to save him, perhaps, and then he tilts his shield down. Really smart little interaction, knowing that Syrup is very likely to toss out that up air in that spot.
Okay, but double jumping past that jab, able to get that forward off, and now Peanut is stuck in the corner yet again. That shield a little bit too tiny, not really doing him any favors at all.
Not at all.
So Syrup got away with that up air.
Yeah, got away with it on the left side of the screen, but all the way on the right side of the screen, then it's like, yeah, it was just too much shield damage. Didn't have enough time for it to recover.
Absolutely. But now, yet again, landing with those double jump cancel PK5s, throwing Peanut off his rhythm, releasing Syrup to the ledge. That block string pressure, that is what he's known for.
That man actually looks like a boxer sometimes. He's actually just going in, I'm going to swing low, I'm going to swing high. What's coming next? I hope you guessed correctly.
Oh, yeah. Okay, right now, Syrup rolling it like that, so dangerous. Okay, right now, just trying to find this next opening, this next landing. The FD for the nation is one of the most dangerous ones against Little Mac. When it goes back to the inverted triplats, that's the good stuff.
True, though, Peanut tends to like the triplats so that he can up B a little bit more. Like, it's one of those things where he can just immediately disengage out of disadvantage, and oftentimes he can get out for free, given that disadvantage is one of Mac's biggest weaknesses. Now, how does he actually get down? Speaking of weaknesses right there, the side B actually getting over that forward air attempt from Peanut.
Classic interaction. It is the Ness holds up smash, and I'm going to wait for somebody to run into this.
Did you die from that? Oh my god, the up tilt covering nearly the entire platform.
The spacing on that up B was phenomenal. Like the slight drift into, Peanut hits those. He hits those.
So now the question becomes, can Peanut get his feet back on stage? No, Syrup not going to allow the high recovery that time. Great run off forward air, and we are in a sticky situation here. Peanut has to go ahead and pull this out at the last minute here. Now that he's got center stage.
Oh, and that side B2 is so bold. Right now, Syrup dodging onto the ledge there, super dangerous because he was holding onto that down smash. Tries to land, facing that up tilt. Syrup is going to start something here. And continues with the back three that time. Good stuff to cover the neutral B now.
This tech into the PK Fire, tons of damage here. It doesn't matter if you've got PK Fire, I'm not going to give you a chance to swing.
God, I love Ness. Ness makes me so happy. You ever miss a tech at 30% and die, well, guess who can kill you off of that? And that's going to be Ness. The down tilts to jab block you. And then getting a PK fire, a double jump cancel PK fire to force you drift out, the jump reverse magnet into the back air. It has so many moving parts to it. But you know what the coolest thing about that sequence is?
What was
there
it?
is nothing you can do about it unless he messes up. And Syrup does not mess up.
That's one of those